And there we go. We're back to the PowerPoint. So a synapse is a gap between a nerve and another nerve, or a gap between a nerve and muscle. Uh, so the chemical is released at these synapses. That's why we can get high, because we can modify what happens at these gaps. Certain chemicals like LSD and amphetamines and various other chemicals can change what happens at these gaps between cells. You can even make somebody unable to move, or uh, paralyze somebody by using poisons that block the signal from going from the axon to the muscle. So let's look at the parts of that. So if we have a presynaptic nerve ending and a postsynaptic membrane, the nerve impulse, the electrical signal is carried. And when that happens, calcium moves in, and these vesicles merge with the outer cell membrane, and that releases at the muscle, for instance, acetylcholine. And uh, that acetylcholine opens pathways or channels in the postsynaptic membrane, and sodium flows in and changes the potential, changes the voltage. And remember, voltage is a difference in the amount of positive and negative charges. We always talk about sodium and calcium and chloride and potassium. Those are all ions which are charged. So the synapse is the location of the presynaptic ending, and with a gap called the synapse, and the uh, postsynaptic membrane. I can swear these exist because my doctoral dissertation was on parts of the nervous system of a fiddler crab, and I did electron microscopy to get pictures, not colored like this, but I could actually see synapses in the crab brain, which just look exactly as yours do in your human brain. So different types of nerves release choline, acetylcholine. The acetylcholinesterase breaks down the acetylcholine. So the event between a synapse releasing chemical acetylcholine into the gap between two nerves, and then the termination of that stimulation by an enzyme called acetylcholinesterase. Other adrenergic synapses release like norepinephrine. Dopaminergic synapses release another neurotransmitter called dopamine. When you have problems with your dopamine concentration, you can get Parkinson's disease. Okay, so let's review the synapse again. So an action potential arrives at the presynaptic um, ending of an axon that causes these synaptic vesicles with the movement of calcium to release, say, acetylcholine. That acetylcholine is open sodium channels, and then the acetylcholinesterase breaks down the acetylcholine so that the nerve impulse can be terminated and the process can repeat as needed. Okay, we won't worry about these guys too much. Okay, let's stop there. Go back to here. Stop recording. Stop